Staten Murray rose to directing prominence 2 months into his time at university. As a student, he studied astrophysics with open units in philosophical chemistry, but it was to be the world of student drama that defined him and became his true calling. Influenced at a young age by the director-actor Simon Callow, Staten modelled both his directorial and personal style upon him, preferring the cut of a good blazer while others wore hoodies. After 3 successful productions for 2 dramatic societies, he embarked upon his most ambitious project to date at the end of his first year, Murray and Me, a show based on his own life experiences. It failed terribly. Subsequently, Staten shut himself off from society, barely attending lectures in favour of lying in bed, reading the collective works of Georg Büchner. He also severed all communication from his long-term girlfriend and muse, actress Amelia Houston, whose recent success has seen her nominated for 5 Olivier Awards. 2 years after the events that led to Staten's isolation, he has been persuaded to direct again, one last time.
Si Denis a plus d'un amant, c'est une chose bien connue qu'elle avoue, elle fièrement. Si Denis a plus d'un amant, parce que pour elle être nue est son plus charmant vêtement. C'est une chose bien connue, si Denis a plus d'un amant. Elle en prend à ses cheveux blonds, comme à sa toile l'araignée, prend les mouches et les frelons. Elle en prend à ses cheveux blonds, vers sa prunelle ensoleillée, il vole.
Staten.
Amelia.
You look awful.
Amelia Houston inherited the bulk of her father Jos Houston's wealth after he passed away when she was aged 12. A well-respected political theorist and ex-freedom fighter, Jos had been a successful author in his latter years. He left little to his estranged wife, a publisher. While in her final year at university, Amelia continues to use the emotions inspired by her parents' divorce and the untimely death of her father to fuel her writing. She is celebrated as one of the shining lights of British theatre. In addition, she has recently won the Venice Playwrights competition for her succession of adapted scripts from the Italian dramatist Vittorio Alfieri. Her set design for her independently funded version of The Woman in Black is an ambitious meld of classical Indochina decor with an English minimalist backdrop. Once the edited script is complete, she will take the leading role, as well as directing and producing the production, which will tour both Japan and Britain in August. 2 years have passed since she last saw or heard from her ex-lover, Staten Murray.
How have you been?
Adequate. You?
Well, you know. Can I smoke?
No.
I like what you've done with your house this year. Looks a little expensive for a student.
Why are you here?
I'm directing a play.
What? You? You haven't directed a show in 2 years. You said you wouldn't after what happened.
This is my last chance. The Theatre Society have asked me.
And what do you want with me?
I want you to be in it.
After everything that's happened, do you think you can ask so casually? You cut me and the rest of the world out of your life completely for 2 years. Why did you get so fucked up?
I honestly don't know. I need these.
Who are these people?
The best. Pip Jenkins, my right-hand woman. All-round expert in my work, loyal, the best personal assistant a director could want. She knows me better than I know myself. Also prop girl. Callaway Stiller, aka the Beaver. Master builder, put together all my past sets regardless of their design. In the process, he lost both his little fingers and his right eye. It might be difficult getting him on board. Quinn Pace, lights. She's the best experimental lighting designer in the business. She's also the captain of the university water polo team, so there may be some clash with commitments. Finally, Romero Schwartzman, responsible for my original scores. Doesn't speak a word of English. Once created a score using nothing but a selection of fishing wire and a plastic tub. That's everyone.
What about your leading man?
Oh. You ever wanted to be an actor?
Sure. Why not?
Good, you're in. Make sure he gets his stage insurance and a production scarf. It's a tradition.
Are you sure you don't need anyone else? An assistant director?
Why? Do you think I need one?
Well, no.
Good.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote them every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes.
You?
It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Take 5. What do you think?
It's going well. Staten,
Yes?
do you really think The Notebook is the best film to adapt?
Well, it's a popular film. It sells well. It's right for adaptation.
If you do it well.
Am I not doing it well?
No, I meant... it's a little rough around the edges.
Oh, well, cheers a fucking bunch for the support.
Before you go, you've got an interview with a student newspaper I've lined up.
Who's the reporter?
Rose Genevieve Swindon.
Fuck, that's the girl.
Who's the girl?
It's the girl.
The reviewer.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cancel.
I can't, she's here now.
You're going to have to go.
Where is she?
Dressing room.
Un chat. Un chat. Je voudrais un gâteau. Je voudrais un gâteau. Maison. Maison. J'habitais. Hello.
What do you want?
Well, to interview, of course. My name is Rose. I'm cultural editor at the student newspaper, and we've been asked to do a piece on your production by an editor. Apparently he knows your producer. Don't worry, I don't want to be here particularly either. I'm quite busy learning French for my final year. Are you going to sit?
I've been waiting for you, but I just didn't think it was going to be today. I would have prepared some bullet points.
I beg your pardon.
Half a star.
What?
Half a fucking star. You don't remember me?
I'm sorry?
In our first year, around this time, you wrote your first ever review.
Oh my. You're that director, aren't you? The one who secluded himself after what I wrote. You look as pathetic as I thought you would, even 2 years on.
Your review
Was agreed with by many. Most of your audience concurred that your production was at best weak.
There were some who enjoyed it.
A sign of good student drama is audience response and attendance figures. Both were poor. Out of the 15 people who saw it the night I enjoyed your production, there is a resounding feeling of hatred towards you and your production.
I was trying something brave, something new.
I hardly think a 3-hour song cycle about your own life is brave. More self-indulgent.
Well, your writing was shabby, full of grammatical errors and biased opinions based on nothing but your own interpretation.
Yes, but I've got better. What about you?
You're a posh bitch.
And you're talentless.
Staten, just wanted to say thanks, again, for the opportunity to be in your show.
Oh, right. No problem.
Wilson.
Wilson. So, what do you think of student drama?
It's fantastic. A challenge. I've never had to remember so much stuff in my life, but I love it.
You're a first year, aren't you?
Yeah? Why?
Nothing ever stays as exciting as you thought it was going to. Time is a funny way of taking the shine off things. People as well.
I heard you and Amelia used to,
Did you?
Yeah. She's beautiful.
She is. Listen, kid, I'm going to have to cut you from the production.
You're kidding, right?
No, I don't think you're right for the part.
This is bullshit.
I'm going to need your production stuff back.
Have it, you asshole.
Rosie and the swing on. Let Susie wait. You're an idiot.
I know.
You're going to have to play the lead now.
I know.
Why did you cut him?
Are you solid on all your lines?
Staffen, just tell me.
He wasn't right for the part.
Don't be stupid.
All right. I never wanted him in the first place. We just needed someone to fill the role, and he was just there. And he was looking at you. He liked you.
Oh, and is he not allowed to like me?
Well, it's unprofessional.
Well, by that definition, you are the most consummate unprofessional, aren't you?
Yeah.
Starten, 5 minutes to curtain.
Right. Shit. Jacket.
Why did you cut him?
I think I'm unprofessionally in love with her. I've just missed her. God, it's painful just being in the same room as her. It's perplexing.
I know. Well, surprisingly, the suit looks good. Oh, here's your helmet.
This is a beanie.
It's a helmet.
Okay.
Good luck.
The Lone Star Players.
The Lone Star Players.
Why didn't you intergalactic message me? Why? It wasn't over for me, even when you became part android. I waited for you for 7 light years on the planet Rolhoth, and now it's too late.
I wrote you 365 intergalactic messages. I star messaged you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes.
You...
It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Well, it's too late. It's over for me.
What?
I am sorry, Novot 2-13. Your lack of communication was too much for me to bear. Did you think just turning up in your spacecraft out of the blue would make things better between us? Why didn't you message me?
I wanted to, but I couldn't because of space.
I moved on to a different planet. What you did hurt me. For years, I thought it was my fault, as if I did this to you.
It was never your fault. Only mine.
I know that now. But for light years, I didn't know. It tore me apart like a ship in an asteroid field.
I'm sorry. I guess I never stopped loving you.
No, about 2-13. I think this should be the last time you and I ever see each other.
Well, if that's what you want, sure. All I ever wanted was for you to be happy. In space. Now.
I have one question.
What?
Why outer space?
Honestly?
Yes?
Why not?
They enjoyed your adaptation of the script, the audience. But something tells me you didn't. You going to be alright?
Maybe.
She's overrated anyway.
Maybe. Tell me, what did you think?
It was brave. I still disliked it. But don't worry, I'm not going to write anything this time.
Thank you.
What are you going to do now?
I think I'll give the after party a miss. There are plenty of high landmarks in this city. Might throw myself off one of those.
Don't be so overdramatic.
What about you?
Nothing really.
Drink?
Why not?
So they made you stop. Now your head's in the cloud. Now you're walking down the street with your feet off the ground. You're reading the press all about your success. You believe every word you've been told. After all you've been through, tell me what you will do when you find yourself out in the cold. Ah, tell me. Ah, tell me. When you appear on the stage, there's a standing ovation. You really live out your performance. You're a bigger sensation.